What's up, guys? It's Taker25 here for yet again another special stream. I will be getting 120 construction in a very short amount of time. I will give you a tour of the house after this, but let's get the level first. Before we get to all the fun, let me briefly tell you how I did this. You see this guy running around up here? I'll show you him later if he pops out of view, but that's a mind-controlled monkey butler. And he has like the same, his name is Steve, by the way. He has the same speed and capacity as the demon butler, but he does not require payment. Basically, to get him, you need like 50 parts that I don't see here. I think it's living parts, living components. Like 50 of those, some crystal components, crystal parts, and some others. You get a monkey talisman, and there he is right here. You put that all together with invention, and you do not need butler payments. Okay? So the reason why this is worth it is because for, let's say, to 99, it's probably not worth it. But for 120, 200 mil, like if you're going to continue training this skill, that's like a permanent unlock. Let's take a look at the beautiful night sky here. That's a permanent unlock. That is very worth it to get the mind-controlled monkey butler. All right, let's get that level. I also have the master constructor's outfit, which allows me to automatically remove furniture after, as long as it's after the first one. Something's buggy with it. But see, just removed it automatically. And I got a plank box here, so I shouldn't need much more, but I'm gonna, yeah, probably will. I'm gonna have to use the butler. But that's okay. Yeah, so that's all there is to it. I got my Master Constructor's gear here. Grace of the Elves does not work in here. That's kind of useless. And a Wilderness Sword, because I was doing construction contracts before this. It was not as bad of a grind as I thought. I think it's worth doing the construction contracts to automatically remove furniture. It's just so much quicker. Trust me, it took me so long to find the will to do contracts, but when I did, it was worth it. All right, let's go find the butler or ring the bell if he's wandered off too far. I mean, Demon Butler doesn't even cost that much. It's like with the Ring of Charos or, all the benefits, it's like 7.5k, so that's not a lot. It just adds up. Let's see, go to the bank. Let's do this instead. Yeah, that's Steve. And let's get 26 mahogany planks at a time. This is going to take a very short amount of time. So if you're bearing with me, thank you. Yeah, let's get this done. It's amazing how high quality this great white shark head is, like, or not high quality, but how realistic it is versus how low quality everything else in the house is. I know that aquariums are a more recent room. I think the most recent room that's been added, if I'm not mistaken. All right, 74k till. It's taking a lot longer now that I'm talking, but this is basically the rhythm you want to get into, right? With automatically removing it, it saves a click, and I just keep an eye on my plank box. I keep it generally even so that the planks don't pile up in the box. I should keep an eye on this. I'm making flotsam pawnbrokers, which is the one with mahogany planks. It's the tier 2 one. Yeah, so flotsam pawnbrokers are a pretty popular option. You can get like I think 70k base XP per hour. I'm getting more than that. Not to flex, but I'm getting maybe 840k XP at least, and up to 1 mil XP per hour. On DXP, I've been getting like 1.4 mil. It was pretty crazy, and I did train this during DXP, by the way. I did that for the cost reasons and because like it's just such a grind. It's not AFK. Even when you're like going at it full steam, like you have to have like concentration and you're gonna want to take regular breaks because it sucks. If you want AFK, which is much slower, but it is AFK, I think you like just chill at fort. All right, so let's see what we got here. We got 35k till, 35k countdown. That's gonna take a couple minutes. I do have an idea. I want to plug this idea that I've been thinking is I just passed my 20-year anniversary this year, and I was thinking about making a video about my favorite places around Gielinor. So, just places in the game where I've had a lot of cool memories with friends in real life, with friends I met in the game. Oh no, I'm not gonna make it. No! Unless I make a driftwood pawnbroker, but those are ugly. Alright, let's get mahogany planks and let's get 8 of them. Alright, let's wait for Steve to get back. Here we go. 120 construction incoming, and boom. Beautiful. Let's watch those sparks fly. Your mom grats me in the chat. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Oh, dude. I don't want to remove this driftwood pawnbroker. I just want a pawnbroker here. But let's get the cape first. Okay, we gotta do important stuff first. And let's just put my construction cape in here as I do not need it and go to, let's say the Falador estate agent. This is where I first got started with construction. Most of the estate agents are like the same NPC. All right, let's talk to the estate agent. Ask about houses. Hmm. Can you sell me a skill cape of construction? I've mastered the skill. I can only be worn by a true master. Not even I can wear it. You say you're a master. Stand up straight. Let me take a look at you. It would be my pleasure to sell you a master construction cape. Oh, nice. Nice. Let's do the emote now. Love it. They really beefed this up. I have a quick teleport on my hood. I'm not used to. Oh man, I'm not used to having this teleport. Let's just use it. Quick. It's my quick teleport actually to my house. Off the master construction hood. All right, welcome, welcome. This is my regular garden and my formal garden to the north, followed by another garden with a gazebo. So here we have all my animals and outdoor stuff. This is my menagerie, polar themed, and a couple gardens here. In fact, there should be a wall or a hedge here, but there's not. A lot of critters roaming around. This is my kitchen, and there's just a monkey running around the kitchen along with a squirrel. But yeah, pretty straightforward kitchen. Much of this stuff is maxed. Here's my workshop, a bunch of tools, yada yada, my armor repair stand, and this is the servants' quarters. Here's my armor stands. I would love to have like Castle Wars armor or whatever. This is the KBD head, and you can talk to it. How are you doing, King? Uh, Dialogue is pretty silly. Let's see, that the aquarium you already saw, and here's the game room and the throne room over here, so we could sit on the throne. Demonic throne. That's pretty sick. The moon looks really cool. Let's just take a quick walk upstairs. Here is the costume room to the left, the chapel to the right, with two king black dragon heads. Here's my altar devoted to Gothics. Incense burners. See, this is why it's not practical. You should really have your chapel like right by the entrance, but now that we have Fort Forinthry, it doesn't matter. I use Fort because I'm pretty sure it's like a lot more of a benefit per hour. Finally, I just got to show you the study here. Lots of opulent mahogany stuff here. Statue of Damrach, however you say that, is not completed, but these portals look really bright. Right? Don't they? They look really bright compared to all the other scenery. And there's a few more things I want to show you. Let's go. I didn't even show you the my quarters or the dining room. See, what I would do if I could rearrange this is I would put the parlor more. I would probably switch the parlor and the kitchen because the kitchen should be near here, the dining room, right? Like when you entertain guests, you want that. Um, and then there should be a parlor like relatively close by. I don't like the idea of having a dining room next to the bedroom, but like I said, I didn't really plan this well years ago, obviously. And let's get to the fun stuff. I just want to show you the dungeon. Then we'll call it a day. So you can open the trap door, run downstairs. Oh, I have a fire pit. So I don't know why I did this, but most of the rooms in this house are dungeons. Um, it's an entertaining dungeon, I think. I think it's fun and challenging. And there's traps all over the place. There's even a boss if you go to the treasure room, which I'm about to show you. But down here I have a couple things. I have a combat ring, two different combat things. Here is a basilisk head along with a rune display case, and I need some more suits of armor around here if I want to truly complete these rooms. But yeah, there's definitely a boss at the end of this dungeon. I forget what I have. That's a troll. I like to add a little bit of variety here. So that's the steel dragon and my magic chest. This costs like 1 mil to make the magic chest. I wonder what this room is up here. It looks like a room, but I don't know what it is. It's definitely not part of the house. I think it's like underneath the menagerie, if that makes sense. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching this stream. Let's get another look at that 120 construction cape. Look at that. Let's get another emote. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching, and see you around.